In today's video, we are going to be talking about the canceled, shown at Comic-Con, never to be heard or seen again from prototypes from the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts toy line. You guys seem to like my top 10 videos. The last one was really successful, so I thought I'd give you guys another one with a topic that is near and dear to my heart because there's some of these on this list that still bum me out to this day. And I'm sure a lot of the new collectors out there won't even know about some of these ones, and they're gonna come as a big surprise. And if you stay to the end, I'll tell you the one that I am most disappointed about. So none of these figures we're gonna talk about are rumors or like leaks or any of that stuff. All this is going to be officially shown and teased at Comic-Cons and, events that Bandai has had over the years. From these go back to all the way in the beginning of the toy line. And first up is the Goku with the wings. Now, technically, this is canon because we do see it at the end of Z. I believe this is from the manga. I've never read the manga. The anime is good enough for me. If you guys is the Z manga good? Should I check it out? I know from everyone they say the super manga is worth a read and that the Goku Black arc is much better than in the super anime, so I will actually get to that at one point because I want to like Goku Black so bad. Over time, his design grew on me. So any type of Goku with the halo, I am totally in for. I wonder why they showed this and never released it. But I'm sure a lot of people are happy because it is a 1.0 body, as you could tell in the image. And so it would already be outdated now. So maybe hopefully we will get one of these with a 3.0 updated body. This one I was really excited about, and I still remember when they announced this, but the original prototype for the Kid Goku figure looked a lot different than the one we got, and I'm kind of still upset because, in my opinion, the prototype just looks better. Now, I own a bunch of the original ones. They're in my Dragon Ball display, and I enjoy those figures, but there was something about the hand-drawn face, and the face was just very cartoony, and I think it fit the anime and even the manga a lot better than what we eventually did get. I mean, this one to me is, Kid Goku of the older version. And I'm okay with them not making this because we just actually got an announcement of a perfect, chubby Goku from Dragon Ball, and I've been waiting for this version, so this is the one that I will be picking up eventually, and hopefully they give us the purple blue tunic and even just more accurate anime colors. Long before we got the GT official figures, we actually were teased with a end of Z, beginning of GT Goku. As you see in this picture, again, it was only 1.0 body, so it would have been out of date anyway now. But I know a lot of people were very excited when we first got the announcement of Dragon Ball GT. Depending on however you feel about it, some of the designs are very iconic. And then, if you see next to him, we also had a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I know for a fact, everybody on the Facebook groups were going crazy about this. Now, remember, this is about in the 2012, 2014 time. So back when Figuarts was just kind of starting out with the Dragon Ball line, and it was pretty popular from the beginning, and it's only just gets more popular and more popular. I've been there from the beginning, and it's been a really fun journey. And just looking at all the figures now, especially with the third-party company figures, that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is and would be out of date. So I'm glad they didn't make him then. You could see in this image the single jointed knees, the awkward articulation, the long torso. Really glad they skipped it and we got a better looking one now. Another figure that was pretty interesting was when they got into Z, end of Z and into Super, we got a lot of Super figures that were teased, and then it kind of seems like they went in a different direction. So we had a different version of the God Goku with the pink hair. And it seems like, we got many of the versions now, but this one seemed like it was even still on that 1.0 body. So I'm glad they kind of waited, and then we got a much nicer one. While I have this Gogeta in my hand, this is totally underrated. I almost never see anyone messing around with this guy. He is one of my favorites, and he's just really cool. I dig him, not in the super version. I wish he came with the yellow hair. He only came with black and blue hair. I'm not a fan of the blue hair, guys. Sorry. I don't want to come off as a hater. It's just, the hair is a little ridiculous. I like the silver hair. I like the yellow hair, white hair even, from the Super Saiyan, not this Instinct, but I don't know. Gogeta's cool. You probably know we have many Shenron figures now. They released it with different paint apps and stuff, but we had a whole different version with a different paint app that was teased, I think back around like 2014-ish. And again, it was just simple articulation. It wasn't as nice. And as you can see here, it was still pretty big, but I think they made him a little bit bigger and more articulated. So again, Bandai, with the waiting, it turned out right. So I'm glad. So far, none of these are misses, in my opinion. You know, we got better versions or different figures altogether. But there are still some ones at the end that are going to make you cry. They're going to make you be real sad, and hopefully someone will release them eventually. Now, speaking of Shenron, we had a different, what is it? I forgot that guy's name. Now it's totally, call me a poser, it's fine. But the Namek Dragon, that looks swole, the swole Namek Dragon, we eventually did get this figure with Dundee and, you know, the Dragonballs and a little stand and everything, but they had initially showed him much smaller, alongside a Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure that we eventually get. But then this is something that they probably never will release. I don't even know why they did this. It must have just been to get fans into a tizzy. But a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, it's not canon, it's not official. We never actually see him go this form. So it's pretty interesting that they made a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta all the way to the prototype stage. So pretty interesting stuff. And that was pretty cool of Bandai to do. And I wonder if we will ever see that figure. Maybe as like a super exclusive or something. This is one that kind of hurts, is the Nappa, but in the battle damaged. I remember this guy made big waves when they showed this originally. And I was one of the guys. I was like, I want one of these. I would have picked up the Nappa. Yeah, Nappa's cool. They announced him in his, you know, we have him in his Saiyan armor and he looks great. I would still like to see an updated version of this Nappa figure, especially with all the Namek figures they've been doing now. Early Vegeta and early Saiyan Saga is ripe for the picking. You know, we have the early Namek stuff. Let's get some early Saiyan Saga stuff. Jumping later into Z, we had this shown, and I cannot believe we still have not had it, so much so to where I had to make my own personal one. I had to get a custom head off of a third party, but we have Vegeta in base form from the Cell-ish saga when he just has his normal outfit on with the normal powered down head. It's absolutely crazy that we do not have this figure yet. So now back to the Buu saga. We have a Vegito, which I believe that figure was released. This is 1.0 bodies, remember. But we got teased a Mystic Gohan. We got teased a Gohan Majin Buu. And then also the Majin Buu with the outfit. Who is that when he sucks up this guy, right? I'm pretty sure they have the Majin Buu with this little jacket on. I haven't watched the Buu saga in quite a while. I usually stop after Cell. That's my favorite. But I remember Vegeta and Goku are inside of Buu. So, and there's like a whole, what was that, like 2-3 episodes of them just going through Buu's body. So it must have been he sucked up, Gogeta over here. So that's like a whole display that they showed, and nothing ever happened of any of these figures. So that's pretty interesting. Like they just dropped the whole thing. Now jumping over to Super, we have Champa, Beerus's brother, and then we have Whis' sister, the Angel, And these figures just look cool. I enjoyed the Tournament of Power. Super was very hit or miss for me, but Tournament of Power kind of was getting good, and then it ends. But I enjoyed the Tournament of Power. It felt like Dragon Ball Z to me. Roshi gets like a lot of respect in it, and I just was enjoying it. That's the good part. It started off a little shaky. The Goku Black arc was questionable, but I feel like I would maybe be interested in these figures for a Super display. And still staying on Super, we have from the movie, we have that Jocko guy. And I remember at the time I really wanted this figure, but now like years passed and it's not relevant movie anymore. I don't need this figure, so we'll probably never see this guy ever made, because like who's gonna buy him? But then again, we do have that Kiwi guy. We did get him made, so I guess never say never, but when the movie came out was probably the time to make that figure. And then this one, which is old, but I feel like is such a fan favorite that I could get made. We have the girl from the Broly movie that kind of, you know, keeps Broly in check and bosses Broly around. The nerfed Broly, not the Z Broly. Z Broly would never get nerfed, you know, pushed around by a girl, but this green alien Bulma girl, you know, people would want that figure. Now, for my biggest, the one that I want the most, the one that I am so sad never got made, is, staying on the Super topic, is the Master Roshi. They made a powered up version of this Roshi, but I would love a Figuarts Roshi, especially the one they showed. Give us this figure and I will buy it. This is my like big one. They need to make this figure. I need a Roshi. I need a powered down Roshi. This is just fun. This is just cool. And the toy community could do a lot with it. And hopefully this one, hopefully the Roshi still happens. I know Japan loves Roshi, and he keeps popping up in all the iterations. I hope we see him in Daima. Do you guys like Dragon Ball Daima? I got I did all the episodes, and I don't know how to feel about it yet. I get it's trying to be like a PG version of Dragon Ball. This was my take on it. It's Dragon Ball being made by someone that kind of didn't watch Dragon Ball, but also really likes Star Wars. It's like the Cantina Bar, go to Tatooine. It's very Star Wars influence. And I know Akira Toriyama loved Star Wars, and it's known, it's documented, he even drew Jar Jar. I get he was influenced by Star Wars, but it's like, it's just too on the nose. It doesn't really feel Dragon Ball to me. And they made Goku an idiot again. And they even have an insult about him being a bad father. And I don't like that stuff. So I'm trying to stay hopeful. I don't want to be a hater. It's not a bad anime, but it's, if you compare it to Z, it's just garbage, in my opinion. What do you guys feel about, what do you guys like my list? Are there any ones that I missed? I might have missed some. I don't think I did. And how do you guys feel about Dragon Ball Daima? There is going to be a Dragon Ball Daima Figuarts event going on this weekend. When you guys are watching this in the American Dream New Jersey Mall, I will be there. So if you see me, say hi. I'm going to try to pick up some figures, do reviews of. So I'm excited about that. Even though it is Dragon Ball Daima, I still might pick up some of the figures just so I could give my honest review of them on here. And that's enough for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. If you want to get $50 in free credit for both of us, we both get it. I need everybody, go check out my Mercari shop. I sell stuff on eBay, on Mercari. And if you're a watcher of the channel, always DM me. I give you guys the best. Don't even look at the prices on there. You let me know. I'll give you the best deal I can. If you want to get $50 in free credit for both of us, we both get it. Use my code. Down below is the link. Go over there. You guys signing up is how I buy a lot of these figures. Use my code. We both get up to $50 in credit. And then I go and buy, like this figure. I bought this guy on there. I bought this guy on there. I bought this guy. You guys get it.